Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another day of the Agile Scrum. What another day? Almost we are in transition of batch 12 and we are towards end of batch 11. Having said so, today is the very interesting subject we are undergoing, and I want to appreciate you for two things. One, for showing up, and second, for uh, the way you are doing the assignments. Yeah, few of you have added us in your group, and there we are really watching the conversation, how your involvement is going on. Really, you are following the Scrum method, Scrum way. So we are really liking it. So it's really going good. So we appreciate you for that. Having said so, let's get started. So newcomers who have joined for first time, or this is your second session or third session. So the question is to you, and in fact for others as well, but the first timers can definitely answer it. Not first timer or second or third timer can answer this. What is one thing you have joined this session of Be Agile Scrum? What is your one intention?
To get placed
Okay,
and to
exactly.
upgrade the skill.
Yes, so that's the bang on, I would say. So exactly right. You are here just to get placed, but before you get placed, you need to really follow these entire training with certain guidelines, with certain code of honor. So whether you agree or disagree, the only way is to agree, and that's the reason I am going to share that with you. So with the continuous session and regular classes, we have frozen a few of code of honor that I'm going to share with you all. In fact, we are going to share with you all. So let me know once you can see the screen. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, someone is there waiting. So I'm going to allow him. Can you see the screen, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, visible.
Thank you. The number one is showing up live, because agile has multiple ceremonies, and every ceremonies means as a scrum master or as a team member, even you need to make sure that in every ceremony is nothing but the meetings, you are showing up live, and you are always on time, you remain punctual, and you remain highly committed. When I said so, it is the universal law as well. So once you are ready to practice it over here, you are, once you are ready to practice it over here, you are ready to replicate it over there. So once again, before we get going, before we get started, let me quickly ask this thing. Anyone here for the first time joining in? Anyone for the first time joining in? Is your day one? You can speak up, please. Anyone? I know it's not for Nikita, Rock. Sandeep, is it your day one?
Yes, it's not Sandeep. It's actually Amruta. I will change the name.
Okay, okay. Amruta,
Yeah.
you can just give me a second. You can change your name. So it's your day
Yes,
one,
yes.
right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, welcome, Amrita. So before we get started, a quick
Mm-hmm.
introduction. Why don't you share that from where you are connecting? Do you have any previous background in IT? What is your one intent to join into this session?
My name is Amruta Patil. I'm from Farmington, Connecticut, and my educational background is I did my master's in Indian taxation system, and I just want to. I'm a new, so I just want to start my career in IT industry. That's why I joined the class.
So you never worked into IT before, right?
No, I don't have any IT experience.
Okay, all right. Welcome, Amrita. So one intention is what? Why you are into this session? Just to get placed into IT. That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So everyone, you can type in the chat window while I'll share. Welcome. So I'll share my screen. So welcome, Amrita. And along with me, our co-trainer is Prerna, who just now welcomed you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So we are
Welcome,
talking about.
Amrita. Good to have you, and you have really joined at a very fun and exciting time. So let's get your ride started. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prerna.
Yeah, Amrita,
Welcome.
welcome. So, what we are going to do is that we were just talking about one intent, everyone, and the common intent is to get place. And to get place, actually, we need to have some guidelines. And with the continuous batches, we have come up and frozen some set of code of honor. It means whether you agree or disagree, but we have to only one choice, and that is to agree. So we were just now talking about the first code of honor is showing up live. Showing up live means Agile is made up of entire ceremonies, and every ceremony means meeting demands you to be on time, remain punctual, and highly committed. And there is universal law associated with this says that how you do anything is how you do everything. So once you practice it over here, considering this training itself is a project, it is easy for you to replicate this habit once you get place. So this is the number one code of honor. Second one says that be the full stack student. What does it mean? It means that once you start here the training, you are just not a student, but remember to be a full stack student is the one who does all the assignment, does all the self research, and repeat whatever you have learned. Okay, so this is one your core responsibility. Along with this, the responsibilities come in the code of honor. Number three is that you need to take the full responsibility of your success and failure, because once you practice this code of honor, ultimately you are going to attract success. But the moment you don't practice it, you forget it. Okay, it becomes the failure. So not only just because once you get placed you are going to take responsibility, hey, I did really hard work and did everything in my power, so I got this success. But it also showcases that when you are not successful, it means what you did not follow. You need to ask yourself, okay, and take the full responsibility of it. By doing so, what will happen? You have the another power to correct it, and you will find this failure is just not a failure. It becomes the uh, trail for that success, what you were actually waiting for. Okay, so that's the reason you need to take the full responsibility of your success and failure. And the fourth one is to do so, it requires really a package mindset, I call it. It means you are always in learning mode, and to continue to be in the learning mode, uh, just a second. Yeah, to continue to be in the learning mode, you need to remain positive with positive mindset. And the more you are in the positive mindset, you will see that you are going complaint free. The more complaint free you are going to go, you find that you are loaded with more gratitude. Okay, because these things are getting into your favor, my dear friend. Okay, just a second. Okay, someone is not yet connected with audio, I think. Okay, all good, I guess. All right. So, and the fifth code of honor says this. Fifth code of honor says this, that to have such a mindset, you must start your day with the highest degree of receptivity. And for that, I have generally shared with each one of you a special audio, that is the 30 days challenge. In case you don't have that, just after the session, DM me for the 30 days challenge. It means that this audio track you need to listen daily. This audio track you need to listen to daily, and once you listen to it daily for next 30 days, you will find that in a new habit of towards the success. Okay, and it is recommended when you are jogging or trekking or just running or walking. That time you can plug in this audio, listen to it for next 40 minutes. Or if you can't listen to it for 40 minutes, what you can do is that put plugs for 20 minutes and put the audio into 2x mode, and you can finish it into 20 minutes. So make it a habit. And what will happen, you will find that every single day you are into the highest degree of receptivity to attract such mindset. And once you are getting into the deep learning, because we are getting into the deep learning, I recommend you to follow golden quadrant of learning. Any learning in this world can be done and completed by this golden quadrant of learning. Means what? You declare what you are going to learn with an anchor, and then get into the deep learning. And once you are getting into the deep learning, within 24 hours, you are going to draw whatever you have learned on a piece of paper. Once you have drawn that on the piece of paper, my dear friend, you are going to summarize, showing that notes in the piece of paper into the camera, okay, your video camera, that what exactly you have learned, summarize it in less than 90 seconds, and post it into the WhatsApp group that, hey, this is what I have learned, and that becomes your unsaid assignment. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone who is not clear with this concept, declare with anchor, then learn, then continue to draw, and then summarize. Okay, is there no one? Okay, so I'm happy that there is no question around it. So for today's learning, let's start with the declaration with anchor. Now, quickly, let me tell you what you need to declare. What you see on the screen is selected in blue, that you are going to declare after me, okay, at the count of 3. But that declaration will happen with anchor, and this anchor will be the bodily anchor. Bodily anchor means what? It could be the clap, it could be self high five. Why do we need to have that? Because I'm sure that many of you know that at the harbor, a ship without an anchor may wander, and can go away from the harbor. Do you all agree with this? Say yes.
Yes.
If you,
Yes.
So
Yes.
your focus in any session is just like a ship. Okay, your focus in any session is just like a ship. It is trying to stand tall at the harbor of the ocean of thought. Okay, and if there is no anchor, there are chances in a minute or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it may wander here and there and may not focus completely on the subject. Do you agree with this? Say yes if you agree.
Yes.
Yeah. So to make that
Yes.
ship stand tall, we have something as a bodily anchor that I bring it. There is a science behind it, and that's the reason I'm bringing this over here. This is a part of one subject, we call it as NLP. So using that, what we are going to do is that we are going to put that ship of the focus. We are going to put that focus in the ocean of thought. Let it stand strong tall. So what you are going to do is that at the count of 3, you are going to clap or give a self high five, that is the anchor, and then repeat after me. Prerna, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to also make you co-host, so that you can help some joiners to allow them to join inside. Is that okay, Prerna?
Sure, Gaurav. No worries.
So meanwhile, I'm allowing few, and in case someone required, you are also there with me. So thank you so much, everyone. So at the count of 3, you are going to clap, and it is mandatory, and then repeat after me what is selected. Ready, everyone? Say yes if you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and clap, and repeat. I am a quick learner.
I am a quick
I'm
learner.
a quick learner.
What others can learn and master,
What others can learn and master,
I too can do that.
I too can do
I
that.
too can do that.
One more time, we are going to give it a clap. 1, 2, 3, and clap, and repeat. Because I am an awesome learner,
Because I'm
I'm an awesome learner.
today's learning is going to be
Today's learning is going to be
To be
super duper easy to me.
super
super
duper
easy to me.
easy to me.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, it is going to be super duper easy to you. And why it is going to be super duper easy to you? The simple reason is that what you said so. And remember that the 6th code of honor is very, very important, that demands you to be a giver. And because you are coming from the various industry, you might have you might have already worked in IT, some of you, and have some previous experience, and you might require to compare it with the new learning. And for that, previous learning pops up as a part of ego and will not allow you to learn further openly, and that's the reason you are requested to keep your ego away on the path of learning. That is, I have worked already for 15 years or 18 years. This is what not it was, because every day system is changing, trends are changing, industry are changing, and this is the rapidly moving and changing industry today. So and this is the agile industry. So agile always demand you to get bring the change. Okay, as agile always demand you to bring the change and be with the change. Okay, and for that, when you keep your ego away, it will keep you more spiritually grounded on the path of growth. What do I mean by that? Spiritually grounded means happiness is today's productivity, is new productivity, and you will find yourself that your productivity is enhancing the more ego is away, and you are more open to learn. And that's the reason you are requested to keeping this ego away on this path of learning. And in case you are already learning, because we are also concerned that today or tomorrow, when you are learning, getting placed by guru schools, you should start earning really good amount. And for that, we recommend you to have an intent of charity, because I come from that background where I have trained so far more than 8,000 students, and those people who are following this code of honor, they are really flourishing when it comes to earning. You too can do that with the intent of charity. Give away what 5% or 10% of your earning. Why? Because there is another universal law associated with this, says that what you give, let you grow, what you receive, may let you survive. And I am sure that you are not here just for survival, but to grow. So don't just give away to grow, but also to inspire others in your surrounding. So give away in the causes like orphanages, to old age home, or temple, churches, mosque, wherever you believe in, or to the any causes, to any social causes. And you will see that if you are already earning, your earning is going to grow. And appreciate what you have, what you are doing, what others are doing for you. And in case if something is not happening to you, remember that is preparing for you for some next better. Because and why you need to appreciate that? Because what you appreciate appreciates you back. These are the 6 code of honor in detail. Because it is your day one, I went in detail. So do we all agree to follow this? Say yes if you do. Yes.
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 A quick check
Yes.
on days how we are going to learn. So every Sunday we are going to meet for the technical session, that is at 9:30 p.m. EST. Monday will be the unsaid assignment or said assignment, depending upon what we are going to give you. Said assignment are like we will be asking you to work in group and really will be asking to do some part. But unsaid assignments are like whatever you have learned till today, not till today, in the session, that you are going to summarize in a micro video. Okay, that is less than 90 seconds. You are going to summarize in a way that even 5-year-old can understand. And how will you make so? By just following the golden quadrant of learning that I explained in the code of honor number 5. And the Tuesday is going to be 2 session. One is the technical session, again at 9:30 p.m. EST, and another is the RRP session, that is a reference ready resume preparation that you need to attain in parallel. Every single time it might sound it is repetitive, but still you are encouraged to do it, because there you will show up, there your presence will be counted, and your show up, your presence is creating the credibility and an urge that you are in need of the job, and you are creating the urge, you are creating a demand that can be fulfilled. Credibility is your you can call it as sellability. Okay, the more mm, present you are, more credible you become, and more sellable you become, because ultimately HR will get this continuous reminder and pressure in their mind that you are the student to go ahead, who requires to be placed. That's the reason we encourage each one of you in parallel to attend the RRP session on Tuesday, also on one more day. But on Wednesday, you don't forget to complete your unsaid assignment of summarizing what you have learned. Thursday is again the repetitive of means repetition of RRP session you must attend. And on Friday, go back, do whatever you have learned, research around it, because this is 90 minutes of session where we can come up, we can train you in a way that you become more trained, that you go back and find yourself more self-dependent like others are doing, and researching in those topic what they have learned at the deeper level, getting the command over it so that they can deliver a good summary on it. And that's the reason Friday is the day where you can do research, repeat whatever you have learned, do all the assignment if it is pending, and prepare more question and answer, and you can come back with that. And Saturday you can relax. Is it clear to everyone how we are going to go? Say
Yes.
yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And today is going to be, you know what, very interesting day. Okay. And before we get into that, let me quickly ask, what you would like to do. I mean, once you get placed, which industry you would like to go? Industry could be like, what comes in your mind when you see, when you hear the word IT, I'm sure this thing comes in your mind that is called as software.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what
Yeah.
kind of software comes in your mind?
E-commerce, healthcare,
E-commerce, Nikita, that's amazing. What
Healthcare,
else?
Yeah,
Healthcare,
Insurance.
insurance. What
Bank.
else?
Bank.
Banking.
and
Banking. What else?
web development.
Web development. Okay. So insurance, healthcare, banking, e-commerce, everything will have the website, and these web can be developed. This website can be developed, web app can be developed. Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what if today we get into learning where I can simplify how this insurance industry, healthcare industry, banking payment industry works? Will that help you to get into the working style of these industry, and thereby you can learn as a BA or Scrum Master how you can get involved in more detail of it? Will that help you?
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you so much for saying yes. And you know what? Today's day is mostly dedicated to that only. Okay. So let me quickly share my screen and let me tell you what we are going to do. The good part is that most of you are creating business requirement document in the group. I'm happy to see that BRD1, they had involved us into the group itself, and from the inception we were watching what was going on. BRD2 recently tried pulling us, and when I saw that if I could join the group, but by that time the invitation was expired for me. But still we are going to look at a BRD2 and BRD3's work, and I think whoever is yet to submit their work, we are going to watch that as well. So here what you see on the screen, that we are going to complete today. Okay, that what you see, there are two domains we are looking on the screen. Can you see them?
Yes.
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 Yeah, healthcare and payment clearance. Payment is a vital part in a banking industry. We are going to look at it. Okay. So let's focus on healthcare. In healthcare, there are multiple stuff. Okay. Healthcare can be started from taking the appointment from the doctor, to the checkup, and to the buying some new product which has been introduced into the healthcare industry. Do you all agree with me, and everyone is with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's understand about a new product, because in healthcare industry, every single time new medicine is coming, new product is coming, new injection is coming, and new revolutions are happening. Like in COVID, you have witnessed how there was no there was no injections, there was no medicines, how it has evolved to till oral pills, vaccination and whatnot. Everything was there. But how it has been evolving. So first of all, what exactly happens, these products are introduced in the market, right? Do you agree with me? Any such product in the healthcare first introduced into the market, and it continues to grow because consumption start happening, right? And the more consumption starts happening, its demands continue to grow. Because now its demand is continuing to grow, the competition happens. Do you all agree with me that other brand is coming with new vaccination, with new product that is going to be not so much expensive like the previous one? And because the competition is increasing, the previous product's maturity comes in. Okay, it goes to a stagnation point where its sales is not happening really well. Okay, and market starts declining it because its competitions are becoming so much strong that they so much strong, the previous demand of previous product start getting declined. And the more it is getting declined, then these company have no choice but getting more advanced and introducing into the market the new advanced pills or new advanced product into the market, so that they can survive and then further they can grow. And in case maturity comes in and it is declined, then they can introduce the new advanced version. This is how any product is introduced into the market by any healthcare pharmacy as a brand into the market. Okay, is it clear to you, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is the simple way it is going to work. Now, this was about the healthcare industry when any product is launched. So any question around this, my dear friend? Any question for this healthcare?
So basically, this is a product cycle, right? That is how any product works.
Yes,
Once you launch
healthcare
it-
product.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Healthcare product. And
Oh.
what exactly happened, like what I had initially told, about appointment scheduling system and all. These are very easy things. You even don't know, you can explore it. So how exactly happens, any patient goes in, how he opens the portal, look for the doctor, chooses a time slot. In case you want to explore for this, I'm going to give you one free software or free stuff that you can try by your own. That is calendly.com. Okay, you can go here, create your own appointment scheduling system. Okay, and you can test it, that how anyone can connect with you. You can also connect this calendly.com with Zoom system. With what?
Zoom system.
Yeah, where you can organize various meetings. You can set a timeline of a 15 minutes meeting, 10 minutes meeting, 30 minutes meeting, 60 minutes meeting, 40 minutes meeting. Okay, and you can give that link to anyone can come and book the appointment. This is how even any appointment system on the same foundation, same principle works. Is it clear to everyone? So this
Gaurav, can
can
you spell that for me?
Yeah, please repeat. What
Free
did you say?
software. That free software, can you spell that for me?
SCALE. Let me type in. Okay.
Okay.
Let me type in for you. And in fact, for all of you. Just a second. Yeah. So this is the free software. It has paid version as well as the free version. Okay.
Okay, yeah, got it.
So this is the name of the software that you can use it for testing purpose. I use it for I use its paid version for my various appointments. Okay, so once you know now, let's move to the another industry, and the another industry is this. This is, we call it as a payment clearance system. What we call it as?
Payment clearance system.
Clearance
So
system.
why this is important? Because you must know that how in federal bank, okay, how, so like in India, because I am connecting from India, I'm going to give you this example. There is always a central system which we know them as RBI, okay, Reserve Bank of India. Likewise in USA,
Yes.
there is Federal Bank.
Yes.
Okay, so federal bank or Federal Reserve System, or known as, like in India it is RBI, in USA it FRS. So is a central banking system where not only I mean one bank, but all those banks which are connected with each other are supposed to get connected with Federal Reserve System. Okay, so here what I'm going to give you an example, that you are supposed for a customer, okay, in one bank. Say for example, you are a customer of BOFA, okay, that is Bank of America, okay, and you are individual customer, and you have to transfer some amount to one of your friend, okay, one of your friend whose bank is there with, say for example, BTMU bank, okay, or Dodge Bank, or it could be any bank, okay. So you have account in bank A and your friend has account in bank B. Everyone with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah. Now what
Yeah.
we are trying to do is that we are trying to understand, how this payment will be processed. Okay. So before you look at it, let me quickly tell you this. Okay. First, confirm the screen is very much clear, because I have made this picture larger for you, so that along with me, when I'll be explaining, you can understand it better. Is it clear? Visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, visible.
Okay.
Yes.
So customer A, means SU, request $1 million in its depository account at Bank A to be transferred to customer B's account located at another depository institution. Okay, this is your Bank B. This is Bank of America. This is Deutsche Bank, or BNY. Okay, Bank of New York, or any bank. So can you give me one name of one bank?
BBNK.
Chess Bank.
I did not hear that. Can you repeat that one?
Wells Fargo.
Chase Bank.
Chess
Yes.
Bank.
Okay. Yes, Bank. Yeah, Wells Fargo, or whatever you know that. Okay. So that bank is there, and that your friend has account in Bank B. Okay. So now what happens? The next step, Bank A transfer $1 million for customer A by sending a message. By sending what?
Message.
Yeah. By send. So it is not transferring the money physically. Okay. But it simply sends a message over Fed buyer authorizing the Federal Reserve to electronically debit Bank A, this Bank A, it will be debited, okay, A's account at the Reserves Bank for $1 million. Now, let me quickly explain. You are thinking that you have $1 million sitting in Bank A, but actually, the amount what Bank A holds in totality is also sitting in the account of Bank A at Federal Reserve System. Not only you have the bank account on your name, in Bank A, but also bank has a bank account in Federal Reserve System associated with on their name. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yeah, this is one part. Another part is that your friend has an account at Yes Bank or whatever I will call it for BTMU, that will be, or Dodge Bank, that will be more easy for me. So his account is there at the Dodge Bank and or DBS Bank or whatever it is, the another bank, we will call it as a beneficiary bank. What we will call it as?
Beneficiary.
Yeah. So customer B is beneficiary and his bank is beneficiary account, and this beneficiary account is also there available with Federal Reserve System associated on its name. So the kind of a message is sent. Now understand, there are various types of message. We will be talking about that. What kind of message can be sent from Bank A to Federal Reserve System. Okay. So what it does, by sending a message, Bank A transfer $1 million of customer A. By sending a simple message over Fed wire authorizing the Federal Reserve to electronically debit Bank A's account at the Reserve Bank for $1 million and to transfer the $1 million to Bank B's account. Now, if you are working as a business analyst, okay, or product owner, okay, you must be well versed when it comes to payment, okay, when it comes to trade finance. Trade finance is one of the module in the payment industry. You do different types of payment transfer, right? You do it EFT, you do it NACH or ACH. Do you do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Automatically gets debited. So there are various types of payment clearance or payment transaction online happens, and for various transaction there are various messages sent. Okay, so here few names, few messaging you should know, that is called as Swift message. What they are called as?
Swift
Swift
message.
Yeah. So this is going to be your work, your assignment, where you will go and explore this. Okay. So what does it mean? If you are not aware of Swift messages, you cannot get placed into banking? No, it's not that. Having the detailed knowledge about Swift message is going to help you to get placed faster and puts you as an authority that you know about it. And I want you to go back after this session, explore around Swift messages, get trained upon it. There are various type of Swift messages. There are number Swift 913, 912, 115, and whatnot. Okay. So there are various Swift message. Using that, you will understand that what are their format, how they are read, how they are sent as data from one bank to another bank. With me so far? Say yes if you are with me, everyone.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now let me
Gaurav,
repeat.
Swift message is a Swift code, right? Swift code.
Yes, you are right. That is Swift code. So
Okay.
the numbers what I said just now, okay, 913, 912, 115, or 113, something like that. These are the Swift code associated with those Swift messages. Okay, so Swift messages can be edited. Okay, so there are detailed, learning into that, but I am just telling you that how you can explore this part, learn by your own self. So I'm not getting into the details of that. Like you do a certification for Scrum Master, you do certification for business analysis. Likewise, people also do certification in insurance industry, healthcare industry, as well as in insurance industry, where they learn these things in much more in details. Everyone is with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
So here what exactly happened with these messages. Bank A transfer $1 million for customer A by sending a message over Fed wire, where bank has authorized this Federal Reserve to debit its own account at the Reserve Bank for $1 million so that it can transfer to $1 million to bank B's account, because ultimately it has to go to bank B account. Okay, so till here it is clear, right? I hope. Now let's get into more detail. So what exactly happened? Here you see the pictorial representation. Bank A debits $1 million. Okay, now it sends towards the credit into Federal Reserve. So in Federal Reserve, it gets credited, and again, Bank B's account will get debited so that it can get credited in customer B's account. Okay, let me repeat that again. So first, customer account, your account will be debited by $1 million and credited into Bank A's account. Yep. And now, in Federal Reserve System, Bank B uh, account will be debited because it has received from Bank A. Now it has to go to the beneficiary account holder. So that's the reason Bank B's account will be debited by $1 million, which is inside the bank, which was bank's property. Now it will be tagged to the beneficiary individual, and it will be credited in its account as $1 million. Okay, so this simple process happens. Now let's consider into or get into more detail of it as the part number 3. So once the payment of $1 million is credited to Bank B, means beneficiary account, the Fed wire, the fund transfer is completed. Okay, here the fund transfer gets completed. It just happened in the fraction of few seconds or in a minute over the internet. Okay, because every system is interconnected. Okay, so again, you should not be connected with the internet, not necessary, because you have just sent the processing part is happening. Okay, in India, it's UPI. I'm not sure whether it has come there or not. But if UPI is not, this is a simple system, simple mechanism, foundation of this mechanism of fund transfer, you must know. So the Fed wire fund transfer is completed. For most fund transfer involving online depository institution, the time that elapses between when a funds transfer message is sent and when a payment is received is a matter of seconds. You don't have to wait for days and days and days. It gets processed in backend just within a fraction of second. Bank B receives the money, and Bank B gets debited and gets credited into the beneficiary's account, that is $1 million. So once the Fed buyer transaction is completed, Bank B makes the designated $1 million payable and make it available to customer B on the day when the payment occurs. Any question around it, everyone? Do you understand how the flow happens of any fund transfer? So
Yes.
with a natural EFT, electronic fund transfer over Fed wire, and there are different payment methods. Okay, so there's some messages are involved. So messages, like I said, Swift message, ACH payment clearance. Okay, then NACHA payment clearance. So these type of payment clearance messages, you need to go and explore. You can do it by your own self. Okay, so these are written in a very readable manner. So some numbers are there. I have worked on these payments when how long ago? So I had worked in about in this domain in the year 2005 to 2007, I guess. Yeah, so those are very old days. Now the entire banking system has changed, so this is just a foundation. Okay, so are you going to explore Swift messages, ACH payment clearance, and NACH payment clearance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So these can be your assignments. Okay. So now let's move to, we have cleared so far 2. Now this is another interesting one. So before you read it and before I explain it, So let me do one thing. Let me increase the size of it so that you be with me and you can understand at the detailed level. So I'm fixing the size of this, okay, so that you can read it with me. So stay tuned. Okay, I think I have fixed it. Now let me,
Gaurav,
yeah.
hi, I have a question. The previous, the banking flow chart. So, as a BA, what do we actually do? I just would
That's a
like to
very good question. So,
choose.
uh, it's Nikita, right? Nikita, you are asking this question.
No, it's Aruna.
Aruna, sorry, Aruna. So yes, so you need to know about these detail, how any payment processing happens. You should be know actually how payment is getting clear, okay? So that if customer demands any change, okay, and miss you have to in banking industry, business analyst has to become the subject matter expert in that area. Okay.
It, but I'm not gonna post it because it's
Okay. So when you know that how system flows, then you can guide to your fellow colleagues like developers, that what exactly customer is demanding. They may come back to you that, okay, so after this step, what exactly has to happen. So everything can be tested as per your expertise, as per your guidelines. Okay, so you should know every single thing, how the system works. And if at all, if you have worked directly in the bank, that will be the added advantage. So business analyst is the person who is supposed to know the function, that how things function, and based on your expertise, based on your experience, you can simply guide them. So not necessary tomorrow if you are going to get placed, you are going to directly get placed with a bank. Okay, a bank like Mastercard, that will demand your expertise. Okay, so it has a various domain, like banking has a payment domain, banking has card domain, banking has banking has further insurance domain, loan domain. Okay, so these are details. Okay, the more you will know, the better is for you. Okay, so what you as a business analyst are expected to know about it, all the functionality. Okay, so I worked for a few years. I came to know how this payment clearance happened, what are Swift messages and all, and I was able to tell you about it. So it is always fun, and you would really love that. The more you will spend time with the real time system, but not to worry that you can't do it, because everyone in this field for first time they will get started, even though you have worked as a business analyst, say for example, in the market. Maybe you might have worked in as easy as considerable domain like e-commerce. Okay, so immediately I can't expect you to work as an expert business analyst in banking industry, right? Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and that's the reason if I am your employer or I am hiring you, I can give you time so that you can do your self-study and can get trained with the senior business analyst, and you can become the guiding force for the rest of the entire team. So this is how any industry hires a business analyst, whether they have experience or they don't have. So is it going to be easy for you? Yeah, to adopt
Yes.
it? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Aruna?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Thanks. So this was what it was for payment. Let's move towards one more domain. And this is for insurance. This is for what?
Insurance.
Okay. So tell me the terminal, tell me the domain. If you need to buy any insurance for your vehicle or your life or your spouses or children, you go online, you search for either insurance. Okay, you compare the payment plan, you compare the premium, and today it is so much readily available that it is popped up into your account, or the emails are sent directly into in your account, trying to lure you to buy some insurance from some company, be it Avaya, be it Max Life, be it anywhere. Okay, from any company, they are targeting you to buy some insurance of vehicle or life from them. Has it happens?
All the
Yes.
time.
Yes.
You get targeted through email or through pop-ups or through any other way. So you go to a central place, and that central place, they ask you some question. They ask you name, they ask you age, they ask you your lifestyle, they have certain question. They ask your address and all, email address and physical address if it is required at all. And based on that, they compare the premium of various banks or various other company, and they present in front of you. This company will charge you this much premium, this X will charge you Y will charge you Z, something like that. Have you ever experienced this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, such comparing.
Hello, Gaurav.
Yeah, she.
Gaurav, I'm so sorry, but is it all right? Can I please drop out from the call? There's a small emergency at home.
Oh, definitely, no problem. You can
Uh,
attend the record. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. I'm
No
sorry.
problem. Yeah, that's fine. You're welcome. So please take care. So yeah, everyone. So coming back to this, so what can you give me the name? What is the website that compares and give you details? In India, there is a very and I don't know whether it works in USA or not. It's one one insurance comparing system is Policy Bazaar. Okay, which compares all the policy for in India, in Indian insurance agencies, and they compares and they presents in front of you, and you can choose the best suited one for you. What is there in the USA or Canada?
It's Dubai.
Young, what is that?
It's Dubai. It's one of the webs that we can compare the policy of some insurance that we can choose the best one.
So what website do you use? What I could not understand.
Itsubai.com.
Izui.com. Is that right, everyone?
Itsubai.com.
Okay, Inshui. Okay. So any other website like similar? Because in India there are multiple. So
Yeah,
In
like a
Canada, we have
marketplace.
ratehub.ca.
We have insurance.com.
So understand, let's take insurance.com. So in insurance.com, what happens? You are inquiring, okay? You gave your details, and what happens? It creates a quote, okay? Which gets submitted, okay? So what exactly happened? It gets your more information, policy information on the screen. It asks for address, then general information. Say, for example, you are seeking your vehicle insurance. What you are seeking online?
Vehicle insurance.
Vehicle insurance. And it will ask for address detail. It will ask general information like your information. It will also ask who drives it. Okay. And are you the same applicant? Then it will ask vehicles variant, model, make, and brand and all, and in what property it is located. Okay. So what kind of coverage for that vehicle you want to do. Okay. And while you fill all these details, there is one rating engine in the back end. What is there? What it is called?
Rating engine.
Yeah, that rating engine, based on the calculation and the information given, calculates the premium in the back end and creates a quotation for you and give it to you. Okay, so this quotation is initially pending until it gets approved. Okay, uh, it has two statuses. Either it can be bound or it can be issued. So somewhere it is said that the quote is bound, So bound quote once done, it can be either issued as policy and it remains activated. Okay, it will called as a new policy. New policy is issued and activated. So while this is happening, my dear friend, so always understand there are three actors. One is the agent, and another one is underwriter, and the another one is super user, or you call it as um, you call it as a. So I'll simplify again. It will be your pro- it will be your producer, it will be underwriter, and it will be approver. Okay, so agency means producer or processor. Okay, they simply receive the data. They say, for example, there is no system. What they will do, they will call you, or you will get in touch with them. They will ask you, they will receive some information from you, and so those are producer. They passes it to processor. So what processor does, he makes sure all the data is entered well and captured well. Then producer passes this to underwriter. Underwriter have more question, okay, and he has the authority to approve whether policy can be issued on the customer's name or not. Okay, so he checks if he has more question, he returns back and asks more question to the customer, and until he is not satisfied, he will not approve the policy. Okay, so these three characters are involved for any policy issuance. With me so far?
Yes. Yes.
And these, whatever just now I explained, what you can do is that you can listen this segment where producer, processor, and what
Underwriter.
underwriter are involved. Okay, this segment you can listen again. In fact, any video where you can search explain policy issuance in 10 minutes. Okay, something policy life cycle in 10 minutes, you can search, or 2 minutes, and you can just repeat it 3 times and you can get mastery on it. And what happens, it also asks you further billing details. What it asks?
Billing.
Billing detail.
Billing details.
Billing
And,
details.
and in that billing details, against your active policy, the card details and all those billing details, what is in required. On the account information screen, you it gets fed and you are encouraged to make the payment so that your payment will not get cancelled. Okay, now this process, you know how any quote is issued, how any quote converts into policy, and how policy remains active and it gets issued, and how a billing is attached to it. Okay, so now understand the complete policy life cycle. The new quote can be issued as a new policy. At any point of time, you as a customer feel like do some changes. Okay, you feel like doing what?
Changes.
Changes.
That's true. So that changes you can apply in new term. Okay, it will follow the same process. The policy is issued, new policy is issued, you just endorsed it, and in during endorsement you can do any kind of change. You can do a name change, you can do address change, you can do location change. Based on the changes, again the rating engine triggers the premium. Okay, and it will follow whether it has to increase the premium or decrease the premium. Whatever the balance to be taken or to be refunded will also get processed through the attached billing system, or attached the payment system. Okay, again this endorsement, first endorsement request will be triggered. Okay, it gets submitted with the change, and when the premium is increasing, okay, you have to fund it back, okay, and then this endorsement remains active, and whatever the original policy have undergone the changes, in the history section you can check what the changes has occurred, and then that again that endorsement will come into the issued state or active state. Okay, like new policy comes in the issued active state, likewise the endorsed policy will remain in the issued active state. Okay, again billings will get updated. With me so far?
Yes.
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 New policy and endorsement. Now new policy can be cancelled at any point of time. Okay, again cancellation will also undergo the same process. So first cancellation has to be active. It will be triggered, it will be active, then cancellation will be bound and issued. Okay, so cancellation will undergo the same statuses, but later you realize the cancellation happened in error, so cancelled policy can be reinstated. Cancelled policy can be done what?
Reinstated.
It can be reinstated. So once it will get reinstated, it will follow the same process, just like a new code. It will be submitted, and then it will be bound, then it will be issued, and it will remain active. Reinstated policy. Again, reinstated policy will undergo the endorsement if needed. Okay, if not, then new policy or endorsed policy and new policy, endorsed policy, or reinstated policy, its renewal period also happens. Right? Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Any policy
Yes.
can be renewed.
Yes.
So whatever its renewal days that depend upon the banking or depend upon the financial institution, they before renewal, they give them renewal notice or renewal intimation. Okay, and that gets triggered 30 days before, 45 days before, 60 days before, or 90 days before, or 180 days before, depending upon what is in the back end. The company has set the renewal trigger days. With me so far? So what happens
Yes.
in renewal trigger?
Yes.
Renewal notice trigger. So this intimation will trigger through email, through SMS, or through any other medium. Okay, if pending, so a month ago or 60 days ago or 45 days ago or 90 days ago or 180 days ago, depending upon the financial institution, you know, their agreement, internal guidelines, they define a complete set of days that the moment 180 days are pending or 60 days are pending, the customer has to be sent one notice. And again, the renewal notice, renewal intimation will follow the same process. First, it will be submitted, then it will be, it will pending authorization, and then it will remain active, then it will be bound and issued and again remain active. Okay, so if a renewal invitation happens just before renewal, so if renewal invitation is completed, then what happens? Renewal happens, and renewal will also follow the same process. Okay, it will be submitted, it will be pending for authorization, then it will be active, and then it will be bound and issued. Okay, why bound and issued? I'm telling because few companies like they follow that directly a policy can be either issued or it will be in the bound status. Few companies follow that it will be bound and issued, both. First it will be bound and then it will be issued. These are the statuses of the policy, whatever the status that undergoes. So far clear? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have explained you about the new policy. I have explained you about the endorsed policy. I have explained you for the cancelled policy. I have explained you for the reinstated policy. I have explained you for the renewed policy. So these are the life cycle: new policy, endorsement, renewal. These are the 3 stages. Okay, new policy, endorsement, and renewal. Can you repeat with me what are 3 stages initially?
New policy,
New policy,
endorsement,
Yes.
Endorsement,
renewal.
endorsement,
Yeah.
renewal.
Renewal. New policy,
Reinstated.
endorsement, renewal.
Endorsement renewal.
Again, when you introduce cancellation, what happens? So new policy, cancellation, endorsement, cancellation, renewal. New policy, cancellation, endorsement, cancellation, renewal. Okay. So renewal will happen at any point of time. The moment is renewal invitation is sent. Okay. So it is not necessarily the part of the life cycle, but it is mandatory to happen. Renewal. And if cancellation is there, only cancelled policy can be reinstated. You can't reinstate anything else, right?
Yes.
So now my question is that, can any endorsed policy be cancelled?
Yes.
Okay. Can any endorsed
yes,
policy be renewed?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
yeah,
Yes, it can be renewed. Okay.
yes.
So good. Honestly, you answer so that I can give you the correct answer, and you should be knowing beforehand. Okay. Endorsements, you have just made some changes, nothing else. And again, renewal can happen. And that's right. You said it. Yes, everyone. So now the question is, if endorsed policy can be renewed, then what is the case when a cancelled policy can be renewed? A policy is cancelled, can it be renewed?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay. Policy
No,
is
it can't
cancelled,
be.
it can be renewed.
When it is
But
already cancelled, then how it can be renewed?
so what is the situation when the cancelled policy can be renewed?
It
In
can be
what?
reinstated, right?
Exactly, Aruna, that's right. So only cancelled policy once reinstated can be renewed. So now tell me, can the reinstated policy be endorsed ever?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it can be. So good, you are expert already. You know when a policy can be cancelled, when it can be reinstated, when it can be endorsed, and when it can be renewed. Any question around it, my dear friend? Any question around it towards the policy life cycle?
No. No.
No.
No? Okay, all right. So thank you so much. So if no question, then we have covered 3 domains. We have covered payment. We have covered wait a second. What all we have covered? Let me quickly. Healthcare. We have covered payment. We have covered insurance. Right?
Yes.
Okay. The
Yes.
interesting thing is that what we can do is that, I don't know whether we can cover this or not, but almost officially we are towards the end of this class. But what is going to happen next? Next is going to be a workshop. Okay. What is the workshop?
Gaurav, before you explain that, I'd like to take some time and
Yeah.
explain them about HRMS system. That's an easy one. Mostly
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah, go
aware of
ahead.
it, but just the
Go ahead.
terminology part, right? Yeah, thank you. So guys, all these domains which Gaurav just recently explained you, those are very real life practical domains. Even unknowingly or knowingly, you have already worked on them. You go to bank, you issue a check, you do the fund transfer, everything you have done. But the only thing is, you didn't know what happens behind the scenes. Okay, that was very well explained by him. I'll be sharing details about a very known and very prevalent system that is called as HRMS, that is Human Resource Management System. Okay, there are many angles to it, but we will go with the most generalized one. So I just want to ask an open question. There is no right or wrong answer to it. What do you understand or what do you know about any HRMS system? Okay, human resource management system is generally the system that is there in every organization. It might be also in your kids' school or your siblings' college. But you know what is the feeling that you get when you hear the word HR? It's an open question.
It's
Anybody
a
and
that
everybody can answer this. Yeah,
it would
go ahead.
be
Just the internal HR
databases
functions.
management.
Yeah,
So
one
how would
person
all
at a
the
time. Yeah,
contact
go ahead.
information, emails, how what tree
It's a
system they
communicator.
follow like?
Okay, contact information, employee information. Yeah, next, right?
So
I
does
believe
it
like it could
cover
cover the
payment, payroll and benefits?
Okay,
It
good
manages
point.
the
Payrolls, yeah, payrolls,
it
payments.
manages
Yes,
the
yes.
recruitment.
Okay, recruitment. Next.
Department
it will it will cover the entire life cycle, right, from recruitment, training,
Right.
then like promotion and then termination.
Yeah, performance management and
Right. More? Any more ideas?
It
Leave,
manages all the
whatever.
internal HR functions.
policies of
It automatically manage the
Employee
payment of
benefits.
the and payment and remunerations of the employee.
Yes, and more? More what
Entitlement.
you can think of, yeah.
All the
Any
access
ideas?
given
Yeah.
and what they can
Compensation benefits.
Hiring process.
That's interesting. Hiring process.
Company
Retirement
email,
benefits.
company e-menu, like a mobile app, like we can say, like if we in the COVID situation, when all the like employees are coming and they do the scan this, they do the scan, right? Always when they came and when they go home,
Uh-huh.
and they do the like they make
Biometric
a
attendance.
mobile app.
Biometric or like scanned attendance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use over there too that system.
Mainly for termination also. So the good news is all of you are right, to be very honest. Everybody shared very interesting point. And the interesting fact is, yeah, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, termination and the conflicts between.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, HRMS is a very known tool, and its area of interaction, expansion is very huge. And important point, it depends on company to company. Okay, so some company strictly follow HRMS only for attendance and leave management system, and maybe at the max your payroll related details of that particular employee. Okay, they tend to have a different tool for performance. Depends. Okay, some people integrate other tools, like for example in our organization or in earlier organizations, we used to have a different performance management system, per se it's PMS. So that link would be given into this HRMS link into performance sections. So when that window is open, maybe if your cycle is January to December, maybe towards the end of the year, then you are able to access that. In some HRMS system, the performance tab is completely active, it is integrated. In some, the link is given. In some payroll activities, payroll also, what you get to know your overall salary, like your package, what we call it, or remuneration, your benefits along with that. You can also get your offer letter that has been attached or uploaded on that website. You can get your annual salary hikes and bonus or certificates, or I would say those letters given by company, these are on your site. And all, see, first of all, there's a lot of information that is published. Okay, in any HRMS site, what is the HR's main focus is to publish information, to give information. So all the annual leaves, your leave entitlement, your absentee, what is the leave status, Also, if there are any medical claims you are making, then that claim link can also be added. I'm not saying they'll give you that portal, right, sir? Like in India, MediAssist, MediBuddy is very famous. So generally, what companies do, though MediBuddy has their separate portal, they just share a link that, okay, this is the portal, you have to go and update your information. So my I would say advice or understanding of this process of entire experiences, every company has a different version of it. But if you have to understand the major part, and yeah, recently someone also explained about attendance. Yeah, so some of the companies or banks, they do also kind of mark your in and out timing. So that data is also available in the tool. In many organizations or MNCs, that is not kind of monitored that quickly, because they focus more on the productivity than the logged in hours. So there it can be kind of it's not published, though it will be definitely uh, I would say booked, or it is it is in the system, but it is not shown. So everything starting with your personal experience, information, your past experience, your details that you have shared, your residential address, your nominee details, your bank details, that will come in a personal section. So my details per se, then you come to your leave details, then the leave section would have all the details of how many leaves, like if you have joined in between the year, then the then the proportionate leaves will be credited to your account. Then it can have your payment details, what is the salary, and how is your monthly deduction, what is the salary slip, and all those things will be there. Then you can also have your performance link, it can be in that or other outside. Then you can also have some job portal, internal job portal. Like in many organization, internal job switching is highly promoted, like they don't want their resources to go out, so they go for internal job reference. So it's called as IJP, internal job references. So that's for that kind of opportunities are there. So it's very handy for HR to keep posting. So for example, if tomorrow they're looking for someone, they want a junior in HR, their team itself, who can help them with data collation and whatever daily BAU activities. And if tomorrow they have somebody in other departments, some intern has come and they are interested in, they have done MBA in HR and stuff like that, then they can also hire. Though HRs have visibility, but sometimes MNCs or companies are so big, there are so many employees. Per se, you have a requirement in Bangalore location, and an employee is in Mumbai location. So, to get that connect. So along with that, your quarterly results, your company's performance, MD addressing, town hall details. I mean, everything and anything that is useful for an employee from understanding point of view, along with the training portal link. Many a times training links are separate. Training portal or training, I would say, websites, internal websites are different, because they're generally hired from a third party, and you kind of buy those training hours from them as per employees or as per the level. So but every link, it's like your Google or Wikipedia for your organization. So whatever you don't know, you can just scan through, the search option would be there, and you can just get the information. Along with that, you also get employee information. Like there are hierarchies. If you go and type their employee ID, name would be a little tough because they're very, very common names, but employee ID, then you can see their profile, just like how you see on LinkedIn. Everybody has seen LinkedIn, right? So it
Yeah.
is very detailed, but yeah, the picture, the level, their I was title, official title, their location, their team, their organizational structure, that means whom they report to and how many people report to them. Like for example, if somebody is an ED, right, executive director, okay, so how many direct VPs or direct TVPs they have reporting, or how many or whom they report to, what is their project or experience looks like. So all those details are there, which are very easy. See, I started my career in a second company. I got the privilege to develop this kind of application. It was very fun, it was very realistic, because HR would come and on daily basis, because it was an in-house project that time. So we used to talk to HR on daily basis, what they wanted, how they wanted, what all features they wanted. So it was really a lot of fun knowing the background. And then later when I grew in an industry, I realized it's a very important component. So nobody will tell you these are things are there, but as a BA, as an employee, as a seasoned employee, you should know what these kind of portals hold information about and how to access them. So I know this was a very easy tour, but any doubts in this as of now? Do you feel like you need clarification, or we are good to go ahead? Yeah.
We good to
Like, I
go,
had one
ma'am.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe it might sound off topic, but yeah, it's just for a business analyst. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
know like what can be like performance indicators for a business analyst. How his performance are
What are the
evaluated.
performance indicator? Okay. Now, yeah, this is an answer for everyone. Okay. In generalized term, there are roughly 3 performance indicator. Their names can be different, but generally it is meeting the expectations, below the expectations, and exceeds the expectations. Okay, they can call them anything: high, low, medium, or any terminology. Generally it is categorized into 3. Okay, 4th is also there, PIP, but that's okay, that we can discuss. So first is, company expects you to do what you are hired to do. Okay, so in that, what happens? All the work that you do means, as a BA, discussions with the clients, with the stakeholders, preparing documentation, collaborating with different teams, ensuring everything is going as per deadlines, everything. So if you're doing your job properly, you are bound, or you should be getting the meets expectation. That is like the average performance. Okay, now per se, you or anybody is a lazy person, or they are very indisciplined, they are not serious about their work, or they by mistakenly or maybe unintentionally did some created some mess, like they accessed some database which was not to be accessed, or they did not do some activity which was very critical, and they just keep having unplanned leaves. Overall they are not a good employee. Okay, just imagine, you might have seen people like that, too many chai coffee sutta, or smoking breaks and all that stuff. So those people are bound to get below expectations, because they are not even working on what they're supposed to do. And in that below expectation, there's one more category that's called as PIP, that's performance improvement plan, wherein if there is some genuine reason, like sometimes there is some family reasons, medical emergency, some health concerns, or anything, some people might get into depression and things like that, because these kind of things really happen in personal professional life. People tend to get like good high performing employees have some personal issues, and they just stop performing. So that time, actually, their reporting managers step in, and they guide them, console them, mentor them, help them to come out of, and they really do well again. I myself have seen employees flourishing after any personal issues. So that plan is also there, PIP. So people who are really genuine, who could not perform because of whatever issues, health, family pressure, whatnot, they really do well in this situation, and they give their best, and they come back, and next year they definitely get meets expectation. And you can see they are making a struggle, they are working hard. But then if people who are not performing, and it is not a hard and fast, generally there's hardly any firing happening on performance ground, because everybody is majorly genuine, and nobody messes around in an organization, because it's a very high stake and a reputation based work everybody is doing. You would definitely care about your reputation and your work and your authenticity. And last but not the least, a high performance or exceeds performance means you like taking your all example, even though you are a BA, but you had gone ahead of that duty, and maybe at times there was some crisis with the customer was maybe very angry or not able to understand the situation, very adamant and whatnot, and you really helped that situation to get under control, or you really got some additional work from the customer because of your good rapport or good delivery, or you did something that was not your job, but you went ahead and you delivered it and you got it, and it really created great reputation, profits, or overall a great sense of achievement for the organization or for the team. Or you really help someone after your working hours, or maybe you stretch yourself for overall teams better delivery, timely delivery, or whatever, that you were not entitled, but still you owned with the sense of responsibility, with the sense of belonging and ownership, and you did, then definitely your given exceeds expectation. And that's quite a normal thing when people who are very devoted and very passionate, they do get that, and that's a very good moral boost. So Praveen, I think your doubt is clear and everybody is comfortable with this explanation. Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
so much. So I assume there are no doubts in the HRMS. So Gaurav, over to you, please. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sure the explanation has come out so much in detail. So I hope everyone listened to it. Did you all listen?
Yes.
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 Really?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for confirming that. So what is coming next to you? And 4 minutes are remaining. So it's my moral duty to quickly explain you. Next, when you are showing up on Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. EST, is gonna be game. Okay. So what game we are going to play? So first, you all must have account in Trello. In what?
Trello.
Trello.
Trailer.
Yeah. So Trello.com. And I'm sure Praveen, you might have already gone through this game, right? Do you remember
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yes.
So this is another opportunity for you to play once again. But those who are going through for the first time, so this is going to be for perfect Trello, where we will also experience this as a project and a workshop, that how you are using Kanban board, how you are using Trello as a tool, and also if time permits, I'm not sure whether time will permit or not, we are going to play it in a time bound manner. In this time bound manner, either you will make it or you will lose it. Okay, the game will be like that. So if you are going to lose it, you can't come back and ask me, can I get 1 more minute, can I get 2 more minutes or something like that. Once it is done, it is done, because we have to cater everyone. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
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 Okay, so better do your pre-planning yourself, that be familiar with Trello. Anyways, we are going to tell you in initial minutes that how you are going to what you are going to do in Trello. Okay, so that is number one. Number two is that you pre-decide one city, even though it will be night time for you. Okay, so the city could be anywhere in this world, in this globe. Okay, which you are really fond of. That's number one. Number two, if given a chance, if I become your guest, you can take me anywhere on the street, in the street of that city, and you can give me a good experience as a host, and help me to visit that city very, very well, so that when I come back, I can appreciate your hospitality as well, the way you have taken me in that city and help me to find out a good, famous location or something like that. So the good news is that personally, I won't be visiting you. In fact, I'll be visiting you online. Okay, so what is, in fact, we all would be visiting you. So what is your job over there? So you decide a city, and when you will meet on Tuesday, you will be given 3 minutes. And in this 3 minutes, you have to take all of us through Google Map, maybe live traffic if possible. If not possible, if there is no daytime, it's all up to you how you can give us a good experience of city tour. Okay, so you have to use Google Map to give all of us experience of city tour, where you can spot few location and tell us what is quality of that location, why this location has to be visited, what do you like about that, why you are recommending this place and all. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
What
sir.
is our
Yes.
expectation?
Yes.
Yeah, and what do you have to perform. So these two activities we are going to do. One, we are going to play in Trello, and second, we are going to and there are some checks. There are some checks what we are going to check, that we will be explaining you on Tuesday itself. So that will be the last day of batch number 11. But again, so these last 2 3 days, what happens, the existing batch gets released and new batch gets started. The good news is that if you join in the last day or today, or you will be joining tomorrow, The good news is that you will always feel that it is your day one and all the information you are getting, it is fresh for you and easy to understand. Okay. So you are always welcome to get started at any point of time. So whoever is listening this as a recording, this is for them as well. And whoever is participating, this is for you as well. Any question around this? Ladies and
Gaurav, I
gentlemen.
have a question.
Yes.
So if need be, I can join again in the next batch, right? I mean,
Yeah, definitely. All of you who join in between can restart any point of time in the new batch. Okay. And
And
those who,
also we encourage, Gaurav, we encourage candidates to revisit the batches, right? Please
until
explain
you
that.
get placed.
Yeah, until you get placed, right?
Yeah. So
That's
not
correct.
only Aruna, but in fact, every one of you can repeat this session. Okay. The more mind, more brain, more question, more clarification. That's the reason. All right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so cool. Thank you so much. So I heard last voice from Manish, I guess. So Manish, one thing about today, before I'll ask Manish, Asif, do you have any question? You raise your hand.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I just
Please
want,
ask.
sir, I want to know the other session you were talking about for the resume, sir. What is the link of that session? How can I
Okay,
get into
RRP
it?
session I was talking about, reference ready resume preparation. The links are given to you in the in what? In the WhatsApp group itself by your HR or Dave sir. So generally these links are given to you on the same day, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay,
All
Asif.
right.
So pay
All
attention
right.
over there and you will be
All
good.
right, sir. All right, sir. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Any other question, anyone?
I have a question.
Yes, Ashwarya, please ask.
So this is regarding like the HRMS. So I'm in like HR background. So can I go with the HR business analyst as my major role? Will
Why
that be
not?
possible?
Why not? Definitely. But see, the intent is that I want all of you to get placed. Okay. So don't wait. If tomorrow HR related requirement will come, you will apply for that. I have to say, pick the requirement, come to me and Prerna and say, please help me to get placed. Be it any domain, it's our duty to fit you over there and you get started. Okay. So anything, just don't hesitate to jump in. Okay. Just get started. How? If provided anything you need to learn, we will make sure that how you are going to learn that. We will give you all the resources. But you
So-
need to be resourceful so that you can use them and get ready to get placed. Yeah.
So if it is like HR business analyst, can I put like everything as HR business analyst, or I will put,
It's all up to you. You
yeah,
are
if I,
comfortable.
okay. So I don't want to put multiple domains like healthcare and those things, just HR. And is that okay? Will that be fine?
And what you can do is that don't go specific domain wise. Okay, you continue to apply in any domain. If really you want to give it a flavor, you can just give a keywords. Okay, so that it should not happen that you will end up waiting until the HR related requirement comes up.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want anyone to wait for long. Ultimately, long wait has something to do with your confidence. Okay, I want you to continue to remain pumping up with the confidence that you can conquer anything in this world. You are that much ready now. If you are okay, that's the reason.
Thank you so much.
That's my
But sir,
recommendation.
very less opportunity in Canada. Very less opportunity in Scrum Master or Business Analyst. I'm seeing in Guru School
The good thing is that opportunities are there, whether it is less, and for that less, I am telling you this, you come back with us, this is the opportunity, I want to get placed, how you can do that. We will prepare you, we will help you to push over there, and you just get ready to get placed. Don't just wait for that one fine day, one new opportunity will come, and if I'll meet with that, then I will continue to go ahead.
Sir, I applied like every single day, 5 to 10 positions in Canada, but I'm not getting any single call. I'm applying
Okay.
through Guru School as well, but no calls yet.
Okay, so
Nothing
thank you
else.
so much for sharing. you shared with me. Just DM me,
Don't,
Ruchi.
yeah. I just wanted to add on this. Don't worry. See, every location-wise market is different, and Guru Schools is trying their best. Generally, Canada, we do see a shift in demand. I completely agree on your point. It's not as compared to like US, because the industry itself has a different version there. But I really like your consistency. So keep applying. We only need one good job. So for that, if you're applying for hundreds, that's absolutely fine. Because if you give more interviews, you see more job description, your confidence will boost, and overall you will get more understanding of what that market is asking. Right now, even we are doing the same for US markets. So don't worry, just keep up this momentum, and keep working on it, because this is really a great time for job switch. I personally, I've worked very closely with HRs and recruitment. This January, February, March, April, till I think I would say May is like a hot cake selling time where people are looking for changes. So maybe you can also be more active. We can also publish all of your CVs more. That is already happening. Dev sir is traveling to India. I'm not sure you know, but he is here for many conferences and many hand-holding events. So definitely that will result in better and more opportunities, if I have to call it. So please be focused and focus on the achievement, or on the goal, right? I understand this is the struggle, but then this is a part and parcel of this entire process. And whenever you feel like talking, please reach out to us.
Prerna,
Yeah.
whether you believe it or agree or disagree, because most people on this point disagree, but people who work with this mindset, they always are in sync and with agreement. So in any industry, you may say that it is all about skill and tools. But let me quickly demystify over here. It's not at all about skills and tools. It's all about 80% your mindset and 15% skills, and only 5% are tools. 80% plays a vital role of mindset, that whether you can get placed or attract a right job or not. And for that, I give some rituals, and which I have given. Let me ask you, Ruchi, this question. Are you listening to the audio which has given?
Yes,
Every
sir.
single day? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you are listening to that audio, then you don't have to wait longer. Okay. That is number one. Number two, let the 30 days get finished, and you will see the start result rolling towards you. That's number two. Number three is that just DM me, because I will give you more extra resources which will prepare you to attract good job, good fit for you. Okay, Ruchi?
Sure, sir. I will DM you. I already
Yeah.
talked to Dev sir as well couple of times,
Yeah.
but I'm getting the same answer. Market is very
No.
low in
So
the
you are
Canada
getting
wise.
you are getting the answer. Our job is to make your mind prepared so that you can attract the right job, instead of the reason you get the result. Because reason we can get infinite, but result we can get one or two. Okay, so
Yep,
that
sure.
one or two result you have to attract. Okay, and that we are going to do, and we will be asking you to do certain activities. You need to do that so that you can be ready to be placed. Okay, and
Yeah,
I'm damn
sure. I
sure
will do
that
that.
happens very so the kind of activities we will ask you to do, so that directly banks on the result. That's it. Okay, Ruchi?
Sure, sir.
All right.
Sure, sir. Thank
So
you.
because I was listening to you, Ruchi, one word you want to say about today's session, if you learned something or you are able to digest all the things. Yes, Ruchi,
It's
what did you
really
think?
good. It's really good session today. You know what, sir? I already prepared my resume, but even I don't know my first project in my first project in my resume is HRM, but I don't know that is HRM.
Wow,
Now I know that.
that's
It's really
wonderful.
helpful for me.
Superb.
Nice.
Really, really good to get this feedback. Yeah. So Gaurav,
Thank
I
you.
think we are past our time and it's quite late. Yeah.
Yeah. So one word, everyone. Can you just speak up? So let me call out your name instead of you just thinking that whose name to be called. Asif, what do you feel like saying? One word.
It was a great session, sir. It was a great
Okay.
learning.
Thank you. Batul, what do you feel like saying?
Great
Batul.
session, and looking forward for the next session.
Okay. Thank you so much. Sandeep, what do you feel like saying?
It's Amruta.
Okay.
It was my first session, yeah, it was very good.
Okay,
Good
thank you so
session, yeah.
much, Amrita. Rock, one word from you.
It was given more information.
Okay, more information.
Informative.
Gurmit.
Yeah.
Okay, Gurmit, one word from you, sir.
Yes, so good, sir.
Okay, Nikita, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah. I found today's session was very enriching. I got a lot of clarity as a BA, like what all domains, as a BA, how we can work in all those domains. So yeah,
Awesome.
clarity
So
session.
clarity. Thank you so much, Young. Sorry, Nikita. Young, one word from you. Young, please repeat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can understand more about the payment, banking, and insurance domains in this
Okay.
session.
More easy to understand. Thank you so much. Praveen, one word from you.
Very practical.
Very practical. Manish.
Yep, it's excited.
Okay, excited. Sangeeta. Sangeeta, you are on mute.
No, yes, sir. Yeah, fresh information for me. It's a really fresh and refreshing information.
Refreshing information. Krupali, one word from you.
Very knowledgeable and interesting class.
Knowledgeable, interesting. Aruna.
I'd like to ask about our assignment for next class again.
Yeah, just let me come back to you, Krupali. Aruna, one word from you.
Thought-provoking session.
Thought-provoking. Okay. Desdemona.
Learned a lot of things since it was my third session.
Okay. Learning happened. It was easy to understand for you. Good. Tushar, one word from you.
Think differently for everyday stuff that we do.
Okay, that's interesting. So, Ruchi, I think you're done, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So after Ruchi is Ashwarya. Ashwarya, one word from you.
Very informative and more clarity.
Okay, clarity. Good. Momita.
Detailed and informative.
All right. Thank you so much, Momita. Anshu.
Practical and hands-on.
Practical. Thank you so much. Coming back to Krupali, everyone, thank you so much. Krupali, what was your question? You were asking something about the assignment?
Yes, you had mentioned Trello.com and finding a city. I didn't clear out what was the assignment was.
So what do you want to know over here?
So what are we
Just
doing
wait a minute.
till
I'll
our
ask
next
you
class?
to repeat because there is some problem with my speaker. So just give me a few seconds. Let me fix this. I'm fixing it. Yeah. Can you repeat now, Krupali?
So I was not sure till our next class what our assignment was.
Okay, so Krupali, you just create your free account in Trello. That is number one. And in Trello, we will be asking you to do some activity. That will be your assignment. Second, about the city tour, did you understand that assignment?
No, that was like you have to find a city wherever you want to take us and
and
find
we will
Google.
we will be asking you to give a live city tour using Google Map to all the remaining class. Okay, you will be driving the 3 minutes city tour for all of us. Okay, you will be explaining about the city, where to visit, how did you find it, what is important over there. You have to make sure that you are engaging us. Our interest should not drop, and it is completely enriching to be with you as a business analyst. Okay, if you are explaining some module to us. Yes, Krupali, you got the gist?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So yes, we have come to the end. Prerna, do you have to say something before we close it and end the session now? Or you are good?
I'm good, Gaurav. We really had a very detailed and
Yes.
personal discussion today. So I'm really glad that everyone participated and shared their views. And I think it's really, really late. So we should, we should all get,
Thank you so much,
quality
Prerna.
sleep, Yeah,
Yes,
thank you so
thanks.
much.
So thank you everyone for your participation, and I'm glad that you found everything interesting, informative, and found it easy to understand. I wish you all the best for the assignment you are going to do, and show up on Tuesday 9:30 p.m. EST next. Thank you so much. BRD documents, keep posting in the WhatsApp group. Me and Prerna will pick it up and we'll go through them and we'll come back to you. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Take care. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.